While we don't know what caused the explosion, we do know that 2 employees were injured and 1 remains in critical condition. The HKQ kids plan to hand out 1,500 helmets today in Wilkes-Barre. That means 1,500 more kids will be protected with some of these. Here at the federal courthouse in Scranton, Jesse Conway faces life in prison without parole after the jury reported that it could not agree whether Conway should die for Eric Williams' murder. Beginning next year, students at state universities like here in Bloomsburg will have to shell out more money to pay for their degrees. A Turkey Hill here in Sugarloaf Township robbed 3 times in 2 weeks. Locals share their concerns about the robbers still at large. On Wednesday night, Randy Stair barricaded the exits to this Weiss and entered with 2 12-gauge shotguns that he used to shoot and kill 3 of his coworkers before taking his own life. Police say that this is still an active investigation.
You just don't think of something like this happening in Tunkhannock, and it's just so sad.
Shock and a sense of grief throughout this small community just hours after 24-year-old Randy Stair, an employee at this Weiss supermarket just outside Tunkhannock, shot and killed 3 of his co-workers. Police have identified them as 63-year-old Terry Sterling of South Montrose, 26-year-old Victoria Brong of Factoryville, and 47-year-old Brian Hayes of Springville. A 5th employee was also inside the store at the time, but was able to escape and called 911.
I wonder what was going through his head. I mean, you wish you could have talked to him. You know what I mean? You wish you could have been there for him and stopped it before things like this happen.
Police say shortly after he arrived to begin his shift at 11, Stair began blocking several of the store entrances in an attempt to prevent people from getting in or out of the building. Then, about an hour and 40 minutes later, he moved his car from the front lot to the side of the building, where he used it to block the door. Stair then took 2 12-gauge shotguns and 100 rounds of ammunition from the car and walked back through the main entrance. Once inside, he locked the front doors and then began opening fire throughout the store, killing the 3 victims before killing himself with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
And if he wanted to kill himself, he should have just killed himself and let the people live.
In all, police say Stair fired 59 shots. Police found an additional 48 live rounds throughout the store.
St. Maria Goretti's Church's annual festival kicked off this evening in Laughlin. The festival features bingo, basket raffles, food stands, and a bake sale. 3 different live bands are performing over the course of the weekend. Volunteers who work the festival say it brings everyone together to benefit the church.
I've collected historical data over the 9 years that I did this, so I know how many potato pancakes you get out of a batch. But when it's all said and done, it's what the people do back here that really makes it count.
And if you want some of those potato pancakes, the festival will continue, rain or shine, tomorrow and Sunday.
If you take the Scranton Expressway, you'll need to find another route tomorrow.
Luckily, it will not be shutting down until after the morning rush hour. Workers are going to be testing the strength of the paint. Small devices the size of a hockey puck will be glued onto the bridge, and then PennDOT will take them off, testing how strong the paint is. They're also going to be testing a new infrared light system.
Well, on a bridge, it's going to be. They met with the Historical Society to pick what color they wanted to make the bridge and make it more historical preservation of the area, and try to maintain the look of the old bridge.
If it produces accurate results, they may use this technology in the future. That expressway is expected to reopen later tomorrow afternoon.
Mountain Springs Lake is officially closed. The Luzerne County Dam will undergo a 2-month process to remove it from Ricketts Glen State Park. People visited the spot one final time today. We spoke to a family that loved the serenity of the lake and its interesting past.
We've been here for about half hour. My daughter's going to college here soon, so we figured I took a day off work to come up and visit the place that was once a historical point.
The PA Fish and Boat Commission hopes the property will reopen to the public later in the year.
Scranton is back open for business. It was hard finding a parking spot this afternoon as people packed that popular restaurant. It shut down 2 months ago following a broiler fire. The owner says that they just couldn't wait any longer.
Well, we have a lot of loyal customers. I mean, that's for sure. And some people come in, twice a day, some 3 times a day. So you don't want to lose those. So hopefully we'll get, most of them back. That's the goal.
He says they even saw some eager customers drive by every day for the past few weeks, just hoping it would be open.